I think he could smell that there's some money to be made in the hacker scene, and so he pretended to be part of it.
Thanks to this trading of telephone codes, at just 18 years old, Kim forged a small reputation in the Berlin underground. It was during this time he first changed his name. He was now known as Kimble, a nickname inspired by the main character of an old TV series, The Fugitive.
This boy was, as a kid, fascinated by an American series, in France too, named The Fugitive, a series from the 60s which tells the story of a character, Mr. Kimble, Richard Kimble, who was prosecuted for a crime he didn't commit. Schmitz would use this name and make it his first alias. He was just 20 years old. That is, he would rechristen himself with the name of a sympathetic hero who was a victim of a system. He would call himself Kimble. That is to say, I'm a nice man and I am fighting against the bad guys. And who are the bad guys? People far more powerful than you or I.
On the 21st of December 1992, when Forbes magazine dedicated a feature to the hacker movement, it was Kimble that the journalist chose as a spokesman for this new kind of criminal.
Take this 19-year-old kid called Kimble. Located in Germany, he is the leader of DOPE, an international group of hackers. Kimble is also one of his country's most famous hackers.
Following the article, Kim boasted and bragged about being a little computer genius. He even mocked the German authorities and mocked the delay of privacy laws in his country.
Kimble uses a special program created by him and claims to be able to steal 6 PBX codes per day. He explains that he escapes prosecution because the anti-piracy laws are more lax in Germany than the United States. Each PBX code is like an open door for me, he brags, claiming to have now recovered a total of 500.
In just a few months, the German giant accumulated over $200,000 with his telephone codes. The former poor boy from Kiel spent all of his money on computers. He was now showing off more and more and bought his first luxury car in 1992, a Mercedes. Kim, hungry for extreme sensations, seemed to want to make up for his sad and boring adolescence. With music blaring, he spent his time pushing his car to over 260 kilometers an hour on German motorways, taking foolish risks. In 1994, his taste for speed would almost kill him. One night, he lost control of his Mercedes and hit a tree. His girlfriend was seriously injured, but he miraculously escaped with just a broken arm. 20 years later, he would return to this accident in a biography dedicated to him. He said he had a kind of epiphany when he woke up in hospital.
This is what I understood, there, in my hospital bed. I thought, man, I'm going to live my life to the fullest. I don't give a damn about what people think. I'm going to do what I want, what I love, because life is short. For me, money is a tool for having experiences, rather than for accumulating in the bank. For me, money's made to be spent on having a good life, because it could end at any moment. That's really where my whole lifestyle began.
But before even having time to live his dream fully, Kim Schmitz suffered a second hard blow. His statements in the press had attracted the attention of the German authorities. At the end of 1994, the police raided his apartment. $80,000 worth of equipment was seized, and the pirate was thrown into prison. But surprisingly, after 3 months in custody, Kim was sentenced to just a 2-year suspended sentence. It must be said that at the time, the Justice Department didn't understand anything about this new kind of digital crime and let Kim Schmitz leave the court freely. Back to square one, Kim wanted to immediately regain financial health. He would then take advantage of the blatant lack of security which prevailed over the computer networks of the big companies at the time.
At the level of institutions and big companies, in terms of computer protection, it was rubbish.